that role.
Yeah, because I do think she came with strings attached when they rehired her.
No, I have to tell you that as much as people think that show is scripted, I was on that show and I lived it, and it is not. Those women are really, truly who they are.
Well, we know it's not scripted, but we know also that
what I mean is Tamra's truly just that kind of a bitch, probably.
I do think you're provoked.
So.
You are provoked.
I think that there's people in your ear telling you certain things that have been said.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's...
And then you film for, I mean, how long do you girls film for?
All freaking
so you're
day.
filming for 8 hours
and, you're tired.
And you get 3 minutes, and in 8 hours you're alcohol and you're tired. So it's not scripted, but you're exhausted and you're provoked.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
And they do say, like, I have filmed for New Jersey, like, you know, same thing. Like, you're going to be cut out because you're not, but like, I've been there where they'll be like, we're not going home. Like, someone better do something.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in the rooms where they're like, it's 18 out. And then you're like, well, I'll do it because I'm fucking exhausted and I want to go home now.
I actually had a friend that filmed on The Bachelor years ago, like years and years ago. And he got the rose. So he was in the car and he was like, finally, I'm going home. And they would not take him to the airport until he had a physical meltdown in the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they kept going round in circles.
Well, we were exhausted.
Your dog just died. Right.
They wanted that emotion because he was like, I'm just glad to get out of there. Like, no, that's not good for TV.
Right.
But did you audition for the Housewives?
No.
You didn't. But you did. Yeah, see, they should need to have your bitch ass.
I mean, both of you could be great.
I'm too crazy
on the Housewives.
I'm way too crazy.
Crazy's good.
We need crazy.
Not when I'm a mother. I say the most. I'm a milder version of Kelly.
Well, see, they need something like that. Like right now, this whole Alexis thing is great, but they need something different. Like a woman with a personality. Like
I do think Orange County doesn't really produce.
I think it needs a revamp.
I have a weird feeling that everybody is going to come back. That's my prediction.
They have to. There's no one else.
Well,
there's no one else. There's plenty of
everyone that's currently on.
Elizabeth.
I'm not sure if
I'm
you
going to start
were...
an OnlyCans.
Well, I personally think that Emily is amazing and she definitely deserves to come back.
You are friends with Emily in the real world. I have to say, I've apologized on my podcast. I will apologize again here. I feel I owe Emily and Gina an apology because they have now been on for 6 seasons, which other than Tamra, Dubrow, Vicky, and but there's only 4. Like they are the longest running.
They're the OGs now.
But they're good. They're both good.
I'm
they
also
also have a real relationship. And
Emily looks phenomenal.
She's great. Her marriage is blooming. Her kids are fantastic.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Yeah.
She's badass.
Yeah, she's pretty badass. And she's thick. You know, women, when we want to see women that are healthy, like she's thick and she's in shape and she's smart and she's a lawyer.
Every single day. She does. When we go for lunch with her, she has a piece of salmon. With
Who's her trainer?
Paulina.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If you're already friends with her, maybe, eventually this is the right move for you.
Yeah.
God, I would say I'll be cancelled.
No.
I would.
You know what? I don't think the cancel culture even exists anymore. Like they keep telling me you're going to get canceled, and I'm like, am I going to cancel myself?
Maybe it's not as bad.
Who's going to cancel me?
No, I have to say I have, in a way, tried to cancel myself. It doesn't work. I feel
it doesn't work anymore.
I'm trying to cancel myself.
Look what's going on with Blake Lively. Like she'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a witch hunt for her, and like life will go on.
Quick backup thing. Speaking of getting canceled, what's the blonde pretty mess? Her husband just got convicted.
Yeah, Erica Jane.
Of his bad.
That's been, what, 3-4 years?
Yeah. It's like, let the guy live. And
she
he's
didn't
like
get
on
canceled
his
because her husband, she's still on the show. Like
she's brilliant for the show.
I don't believe that listen, how many women are married and their husbands do scandalous stuff and I don't think she had anything to do with what decisions he was making. I think it was crazy that people were trying to accuse her and pin her down for stuff that he was illegally doing in his law firm or whatever.
They're buying her jewelry because she's like this beautiful.
Of course he was buying her jewelry.
What I mean is she didn't know where the money was coming from. Why would you ask?
I mean, hello, if my husband was buying me something and he came and bought me a diamond ring tomorrow, I'm not going to ask him how he paid for it.
Right.
And he's clearly successful.
Be like,
he's always successful. So why would you question
of course
how successful?
That's what I've
It's not all of a sudden he was a rat and now he's buying jewelry.
I
he
love
was
her.
always successful. Yeah, she's brilliant.
That's
she didn't
what
get
I've
canceled.
said.
So I mean there's no cancel culture really anymore.
No, but she wasn't the
I
one
agree with
doing or saying things. Actually, what's that other one on Atlanta? The
Nene got canceled.
Oh, Kenya.
Wait, she
Kenya
got
Moore is
canceled?
canceled.
Nene yes.
is, well, look, I think once you sue, I mean,
Yeah.
she sued. Like, I think
Yeah.
she'll never be back on the network.
Right.
Caroline Manzo will never be back on the network. She's suing now because
she is?
the whole
What?
Brandy thing.
And there was
They're trying to
also, there was
work it
also a
out.
housewife that ended up in jail, correct? Her husband went to jail.
Jen Shaw?
No, not
No,
I
Teresa?
forgot about Teresa.
Yeah, but that was because
jail
of,
is okay.
Yeah.
Jail's okay.
You're
It's
allowed
fine.
to go to jail and come back. You just,
Suing the
like a
network is, I
monopoly.
think, the only
Okay,
thing
so
that
that's
gets you
it.
canceled.
But people are you can't sue. Those contracts are ironclad.
Yeah, except though, like with Caroline Manzo, she's like alleging that Brandy like tried to stick her hand down her pants. So she's like, I think if it's like criminal, you can sue.
Wait, what?
What? What happened?
There was a girl.
tell me
you don't
this.
know about this?
We still have time. We still have some
Wow.
time.
There was the Real Housewives girls trip. I don't know if you ever watched that thing. There was one that we'll never see. This never aired. It was a whole season. Brandy was on there. So was Caroline Manzo and Caroline. And I'm really giving you the overview. So just there's a lot of facts. But she basically claimed that Brandy followed her into the bathroom and was like hitting on her and like and Caroline's married and tried to stick her hand down her pants. And basically Caroline said, stop, please. And the producers heard this because the mics and were like, okay, let's go deal with that soon. And then they went, and then it gets complicated, like in the pickup interviews, because she said, like, this brings up trauma from when I was young and I was molested. And then,
then I should be able to sue everybody. Oh, they brought him a whole.
Well,
I mean, I won't, but.
I mean, I think she's going to get money, personally.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, listen, I actually
It's
don't.
just me, my
I
opinion.
think Caroline Manzo is a very conservative lady. She's not like one who that's not her. She doesn't
Sure.
want any woman giving her attention. That's just not who she is. And I think Brandy Granville is actually gross. And what she's doing with Bravo and like Andy and stuff, it's like, girl, like you just need attention. You're starving for it.
Yes,
And you should just sit down and like disappear forever. Honestly, like that's how I feel about it.
She's canceled.
How do you really feel, Christina?
She is. She needs to be canceled.
She's canceled.
She should have been canceled a long time ago, to be honest.
I think when
Wasn't
you go
she in
against,
LA and then came to the OC franchise?
No, that was
That's
Taylor.
Taylor.
Armstrong.
Oh, that's Taylor. Damn it. Yeah. Kind of look the same.
No.
So it's crazy. Like all these stories
Just
of
with the-
lawsuits. My ex-husband, when I was on doing the finale, I kept getting
I remember
text
that.
messages saying, "You better shut the fuck up," because
From who?
my lawyer's like, there's a cease and
Oh.
desist. So they might not be having me back because my ex-husband threatened to sue the network if he
100%.
is brought up.
Yeah, if
So
you feel
I'm
problem
pretty sure if
child.
that's the case, because my ex-husband threatened a cease and desist for me being on the show, and Bronwyn was feeding, apparently, allegedly, Bronwyn was feeding, Bronwyn had met my ex-husband's mistress at the time and was feeding the mistress information about what I was saying on set, because I couldn't figure out who was saying it. My lawyers were sending me letters about cease and desist stuff I was saying on camera. I found out that Bronwyn was friends with her, trying to get skinny on me, and then being friends with my ex-husband. And then my ex-husband's not a drama. He wasn't in it. It was for sure his mistress. So it was like, or whatever, girlfriend at the time, allegedly mistress, whatever the heck she was.
What's the difference?
Her name was Carol, I think, or Christina, one of them. Anyway,
Not me.
whatever her name was, she was friends with Bronwyn.